What is up, everyone? Welcome back for another video. This week we're doing a first look, first impression, first paddle of the new Jackson Kayak Rockstar 5. I did wonder while I was driving over here if people are going to call it Rockstar V, like kind of how people called iPhone X or iPhone 10, but they didn't call it one or the other. Anyway, new boat. Side note. Anyway, new boats. Some interesting design features, some interesting lines, some interesting things happening on the hull. Today we're just going out for a bit of a first paddle, but I'm just going to give you a quick run through of some rough things I have been informed about this boat. This one I'm paddling today is a pre-production boat, but this is what the final shape is going to look like. It's about an inch shorter than the Rockstar 4. As you can see, it's gone back to that like kind of square nose. It's meant to be a little bit wider edge to edge around the seat to make it more stable, and allegedly it is a bit narrower. It looks a bit narrower actually in the stern than a Rockstar 4, which is apparently going to make it a bit faster on a wave, which I'm very excited about. Outfitting wise, new bee's knees, so the new thigh grip situation, which is from Jackson, which I haven't been able to try yet, so I'm pretty excited about that. And kind of one of the big changes is the rail. So the rail goes all the way to the back now, which it didn't on the 4. It stopped a little bit early. And also this second rail, which is meant to make it grab water more easily when you're surfing a wave, so that it's more responsive and easier to control. So today we're just going to do a little first paddle. We're going to go find out if those things are true or not. And next week or the week after, I'm going to try and put it side by side with the Rockstar 4 so you can see the differences out there. So let's go kayaking. Okay, so fit and comfort just before we get paddling. I'm wearing shoes. I've got like Ashworth Loyaks on, size 10.5 feet. They just about fit pretty comfortably. It's definitely less foot room than the 4, obviously, because the bow is a lot shorter, or the overall boat length is shorter, but some of that length is in the bow, so I can still fit in with my shoes on, which is sick, because that's actually quite important to me, because you know, you're walking around on the shore on the rocks here, like I don't want to be doing that in bare feet or flip-flops or whatever. New bee's knees, like these new thigh grips right here. These feel great. They're super adjustable. They've like Velcro in all different places on the thigh pad, like on here. They feel really great, like really like snug and solid. It doesn't feel like my knee has like an opportunity to pop out, which is excellent. This is Nick Troutman's boat, and he has the smallest butt in the world, and I had to take a lot of foam out to get my larger butt in here. But so far, I would say fit and comfort feels pretty good. So that's thing number 1, fit and comfort. All right, next up we're gonna do some flat water, see how it feels. Definitely more fun than I was expecting. Feels quite balanced on end, even though it's shorter, which I was a bit surprised about. I did struggle a little bit at first, just to make those flat water loops work. And you know, I could definitely do with some more practice on those. But once I figured out that balance point, I kind of make them work, which is really cool, because I probably haven't done one of those for like a year, so not bad for like a year off. Something I didn't talk about was these cool edge dig-ins here. Apparently they have no functional purpose for improving the speed or whatever, controllability of the kayak, but they do improve rigidity along the sidewall and into the front here, which is really cool, because I've definitely had a couple soft kayaks over the years, and it's good to see they're thinking about design features that are going to improve kind of how rigid the boat is, because that's going to make it perform better. Rockstar 5, first impressions. Pretty fun boat to paddle, actually. More fun than I was expecting. The level on the Ottawa River is not ideal for testing new boats right now. It's kind of historic low. The waves are hard to surf, but that's more my problem than the boat's problem. The rides I did have, I found it to be remarkably loose, so when it turns, like in the Rockstar 4, it feels like it wants to carve off the wave quite often. But this one, just that second rail, you could feel it digging in and grabbing and just pulling you back onto the wave, which I really liked. I definitely have to get my own one and paddle it a bit more and figure it out at these like kind of weird levels. But on the whole, I was really impressed with it. When Dane told me it was an inch shorter, I like kind of gave him side eyes, like, what? Because one of the main things I like about the Rockstar 4 was that extra length gives you a bit more speed. But because this hot boat has a narrower stern, it's actually still decently fast. Like I had a few times where I was like right at the back of the wave and managed to push back in, where a slower boat you wouldn't have been able to do that. So I was really hyped on that. That was really cool. Yeah, so on the whole, I think this is going to be a pretty fun boat. Stay tuned for next week. We're going to do a side-by-side with a Rockstar 4, so you can kind of see the similarities and differences. The other thing I wanted to say, actually, the like standout thing was those new bee's knees, the new thigh grip system. That thing is so good. Like it feels really, really solid, even though it's only Velcroed on. You're like, what? It feels super solid and secure, and it really hugs your legs right in. So it's like almost no way you could accidentally have it pop out. And it also just feels like a lot more control as you pull your knees up and inwards. So I was really hyped about that. Yeah, anyway, that's been kind of Rockstar 5, Rockstar V, whatever you're going to call it. First impressions. I will see you next week for the side-by-side comparison. Peace.